Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. It's gonna be a speed build of The Sims 4. I made this gingerbread tiny house. It's actually a micro house or micro home. It has only 30 tiles. The build is 5 by 6 squares. And you can see me now adjusting the terrain because I was thinking it's gonna be nice if it will pop off the terrain around. The holidays coming, Christmas coming, you could definitely see a lot of Christmas theme builds on YouTube if you like The Sims content. But when I was going through that, I was thinking about what can I do to make it slightly different. Other people did build gingerbread houses, so I decided to make base game gingerbread house. That's true. I didn't use any of the packs. However, I own all the DLCs apart from kits. I think that kits are not the best value for The Sims. However, I own some of them. The ones that I really like, I did buy. But in general, I don't like that concept because I don't think it has enough of content. But yeah, that's probably a preference of everybody. And I do own some of them. But I wanted to give something to people who own only base game because I know that when people try to build speed builds or some incredible homes, it is usually containing a lot of packs, and although it looks nice, a lot of people can't play the house or homes or builds because they don't own all of the content which is used for the build. So this gingerbread tiny house is completely base game. I didn't even include the event rewards. You could see some of the videos on my channel. If you play The Sims, if you're playing this event, you know you could get some Christmas wreaths, you could get some decoration and some extra free content for the game. I didn't include any of that just in case that someone who would want to download this house or play with this wouldn't have the event finished. So this gingerbread house only includes stuff which is in the base game. I would also like to ask you, if you are new to this channel and if you like The Sims and if you like the build that I'm doing currently, consider to subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get 400 subscribers right now. And it would be really awesome if you did subscribe because that would be like a tiny Christmas present for me. I also want to thank to all of you guys who already did subscribe. It really makes me happy, and also thanks to all of you who are commenting and liking my videos because I really like to hear from you. If you have any ideas, if you have any tips, if you have any request what should I build, please let me know in the comment section because I do have some ideas. I do know what I want to build for a long time, but I never had really enough of time to do that. But with the pack for rent which came out last year, it is much more doable right now. In general, I really like to build tiny homes. I think it's something adorable about them, and also the perk that you have when you play in the micro or like tiny homes. I think it's really good for the game if you're trying to play but you don't want to spend a lot of time to level up your skills, etc, etc. Micro homes are awesome because they have perks as you are living on a very tiny area. Also related to the current event which is running in The Sims until 10th of January, I believe. I don't know exactly, but I think it's 10th of January. Let me know what are your favorite holiday traditions. I think that Christmas especially is about spending time with the family, spending time with your friends or with your loved ones, and also it's about food. It's about good food. I love any kind of treats and I love food in general. If you know me from my streams, because I stream on Twitch every day, I don't stream The Sims that often because I play a lot of different games. I play quite a lot of variety of games and I play survival games, and on my stream mostly FPS games. You know that we always talk about food there. I often eat on stream as well, even if it's not like a huge meal. I snack a lot. So holidays are like perfect for this. Right now, I'm just thinking about what I'm gonna snack on a little bit later. I bought some chocolate which has a flavor of peanuts and also some marzipan. So let me know in the comments what is your favorite thing about holiday in general, about Christmas, or maybe not about Christmas if you don't celebrate them, because of course some of you do not celebrate Christmas. So let me know what do you like about holidays in general, and it doesn't have to be the holiday during December. I'm curious, I'm open to everything, so let me know what's your favorite food. Let me know what you like to do, what's your favorite activity. I used to ice skate when I was younger, and I always loved that when I was going out with my friends. Also, I think what I cannot forget is drinking a lot of hot cocoa or hot chocolate. I am from the Czech Republic originally, but I currently live in the UK. And in the Czech Republic, we call it cocoa, or in Czech, it's actually cacao. So I love that. I would like to watch some movie, be snuggled in a blanket, and drinking some hot cocoa. I'm really happy that they added the tray with the cocoa to the game. It's quite good, I think, for the holiday season. And any kind of object that you can play with that gives some extra gameplay, I love. That's actually one of the reasons why I bought a long time ago the kit with the vacuum cleaners, because it actually did add the gameplay for the game. So that is one of the few exceptions when I bought kit for The Sims. We move inside to my tiny gingerbread house. I'm currently trying to furnish the kitchen. For tiny builds, I try to go minimalistic because I feel when it's too cluttered, it's very crazy for me to be in that space. But in general, you need to have some clutter to make the house looking like it's been lived at. Right now, I had to move the counter because when you try to position something on these shelves, if you have a counter under that, it's really hard to do that unless you have like a special tool for it. I don't use any mods, guys, in the game. I would love to use a tool mod, but the fact that updates are coming quite often and every single time I would have to remove all the mods to not break my game is just making me feel like I'm not sure if I want to use any. I'm sure you all know, but before every update you should remove all the mods that you are using in your game and custom content, just in case to not break your save file before installing every update. So I feel like that would be too much of hassle for me because I could forget about removing that, as I usually never play with mods, and I would be so scared to lose any of my save files. However, I don't really have a lot of them, as when I was going to the UK, when I was moving, I bought a PC here, so I didn't save any of my previous The Sims game, and I have them still saved on my PC, which I have at home in Czech Republic, but I don't have those save files here. Right now you can see me building a custom fireplace. This is usually very tricky because you have to figure out how to place it correctly to be functional. But don't worry, I play tested everything, so it's functional and it's possible to play with every object which is in the house. You'll see that at the end of the video that it's play tested. I'm building custom fireplace because in the base game you only have 3 different fireplaces, and in a tiny home or tiny house you really need any place available for all the stuff that you want to fit in. So 1 square fireplace, custom one, I think works for me. You will see me change the color of the bricks a little bit later in the video because I wasn't really happy with the color that I chose. But at that moment I was just going with that, but I will return to it a little bit later. One thing which slightly annoys me is that these shelves do disappear if you put them on a wall and you play with the half walls. It goes away and it just feels like the TV is floating, but we just have to compromise some things. Also, this basket I love. It's a base game and I really adore this item. I did put it in one of other builds before. You maybe saw that I built some time ago tiny yellow cottage, and this basket that I placed there under the TV I used in that build too, because I just think it's adorable and I love that. I love cute stuff. I'm also very fond of pandas in general. I was actually really happy that in that current event that is going on in The Sims now, they included the slippers with the panda theme. And honestly, I would love to have one in real life too right now, because I just think it's cute and pandas are cute in general and they're very lazy. A lot of the time they sleep and eat. I wish I could do that as well. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why I find them really cute and also clumsy a little bit, I feel like. Right now I'm trying to add some details that would make this house a little bit more like home. I didn't think in the time when I was building this house if it's gonna be house for a male or a female sim, but I think that in general you can move in any sim, so it's quite neutral. And I tried to build it, it's not like crazy pink or something. I went for red and green colors and muted tones of wood. I personally like quite modern style, but also living in some modern places, I feel like home needs to have a lot of wood because it makes warm. Right now I'm trying to place that Christmas wreath that we got in event just to make sure how it would look, so you can add it into your build if you have it. But as I said before, I didn't want to include anything which is not a base game, in case that somebody didn't play this event and in future wanted to download this house. And now I'm changing the color of the bricks behind my custom fireplace. I like it better like this. I think it suits better to the kind of wood color that I'm using in the house. That is it for the inside. I also adjusted a little bit more off record the lights that I placed in there. In general, I use these tiny reflectors or whatever you want to call it in almost all my houses. You can change it, you can put some chandelier. I just wanted to make it like that because it's quite neutral for everybody, and you can obviously change any detail for this house once you place it in your game. I don't know how about you, but I always feel like the trash can that you need to have outside of the house doesn't really fit to my build, so I struggled a bit if I want to have it on one or another corner. I made it this way because it kind of feels like it's part of the walkway or sidewalk, and it might seem like it doesn't even belong to my build, but yeah, it does belong to it, to make sure that we can empty our rubbish bin or garbage bin. I'm placing some trees because what it would be the gingerbread house and kind of holiday house without some pines or trees in general. I am quite minimalistic about landscaping, but it depends because sometimes you need to make something more complicated. But I think that for gingerbread house I went for just very basic stuff. Also, base game kind of makes it a little bit difficult to do whatever you feel like and want, but I did my best to make it at least cute, hopefully, for you. And I went with these bushes, the rose bushes and the white kind of flower color bushes. At the end, I added size down these tiny hedges, or it's not actually that tiny if you place it into the game normally. I also tried to place the hedge that we have from this event. So if you have it, you can replace these tiny little ones with the one from the event. It would fit quite well, and it has lights on the bush. So I think that is also quite adorable, and it would fit this gingerbread house. But once again, I didn't want to include any event rewards, just in case that someone who didn't play The Sims during this time when it's available wanted to play with this house. And of course, I wouldn't want that files to be missing. So you can replace that if you have the event rewards. I might replace it for myself if I will play with this tiny house. I don't know yet, but I quite like that hedge. I think it looks pretty good. And now just enjoy the final look of this gingerbread house. You can see it's play tested. I placed my sim there. It's fully functional. The bathroom is quite small, but all of the objects are usable, functional. As you can see, she did use the toilet, wash her hands. She can use the shower. She's also using the sink. Right now she's preparing some food. So the fridge is accessible. I'm gonna also light the fireplace right now, so that is also working. The trash can's working inside. She's right now digging in, but I just wanted to make sure that it's fully functional because I placed that on the edge there. And that's it. That's it basically for this video, guys. Thank you so much if you made it so far. I would really appreciate any single subscribe, and I hope that you will have a wonderful holiday, wonderful Christmas if you celebrate them. And also the tiny final touch that I did for this video is coming right now. You will be able to see how the house looks in the dark. If you want to download this house, the ID is right now on screen, and also through the video it was available to see it, and you have it in the description too. Thank you one more time for watching, and I will hope that I will see you in the next video. Bye!